plate data here. Okay? Now the force plate data, what you want to understand is that the real force plate data is here. It says 6,000 newtons, right? While the peak force says 5,963. If you look at this graph here, it'll be very similar to this one, right? But what happened is that we've got one channel of that force plate coming into this black box. It says 4,000 newtons. There's about 3,900 there. So what I want to do first before we get numbers is discuss, because what happens is there's the activation time there, see it? That's of glutes. And here is the force plate, the peak force where you landed. But in the force plate data itself, it's over there. It's to the left a bit, right? Which basically means that they're out of sync. But this is the synchronization method. Here's the number, but here's the synchronization so we can see it. How did I do that? How did I get that information, force plate, into this?
Transfer.
Because we're using the peak or the numbers of the force plate to synchronize with the EMG. But we're just getting the real force plate numbers, which is a totally different file. But we've got the synchronization here, so we can see it. We can look at this and go, peak force occurred right at where the glutes are firing. That's a good thing to see, right? If we lined it up with this, we'd have problems. Because what happened is, I said okay to Lucretia, she clicked first, right? Then this clicked in and it came in a bit later and we did the task, right? So this is coming on a bit, coming on first. Sorry, I clicked first, time went by, then you clicked, so you've come in later, so it looks like it's coming earlier because you started later. So your data starts at a later point, so there's less beginning on it. Does that make sense? Yeah? That's why it looks like it's to the left. To get analysis out of this, we want to look at that to that, but to get the number, we need this. Alright? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now how did it happen? It happened like this. Force plate information, what I said yesterday about FZ, it takes 4 sensors to give you a real FZ. Okay? That force plate information goes through all this stuff, right, and comes out on this screen. But what we've done is we've taken this cable, you can see it, this black cable, ends up in the black box under there, the one with the green light on the back. But it's only one cable. To get a full FZ, we need 4 cables to get into that black box to get the real summated FZ. But I don't care about the number, I just look at the timing, because this is a synchronization method. So FZ happened, but only one of the sensors is picking it up. It comes into that black box, comes out of the black box, into here, from there into here, right? So now we can see the synchronization, but not the number. We don't care about the number. There's when you landed on it in time with the EMG, but there's the number. Because synchronization is important. If we want to time when did the force happen to when did the glutes or whatever muscle activate, that's important. That's useless in synchronization, but it's what we need for the FZ to get the 4 sensors. You understand what's just happened there? Right? Pretty ugly overall, pretty messy, right? But that's just how this one's been figured out. If we took 4 channels, if we had another one of these black boxes, I'd take all 4 channels, plug it into there, and take the next 4 channels on this, and put all the force data into that, and don't even worry about that computer. Okay? But then I need this collection program for this piece of equipment doesn't turn those 4 force sensors into one FZ. It doesn't know how to do that. That knows how to do that. So then you have this next step. Angus will have more work to program and put 4 channels into one, right? So because it's already done that, we bring that text file in, we get the number. The one thing I'm seeing here that I'm not really liking though is the percentage of MVIC. So, and I can't go to the back page, what's called a back page on this, where the wiring, the circuit diagram is for what you see on the front, because Angus has locked it. And I would too if I wrote a program, because if you don't lock it, someone copies it, takes it home and it's theirs. He spends a lot of time on that, right? He could even sell it if he wanted to. It's a programming thing. So I can't see what happened exactly. But what I'm seeing though is quads activated at 166% of the max. I don't know, that was a pretty good max test we did over here. And even worse, gas drop 226%. I don't think that jump in the double leg jump was 2.5 times more than what you did over here. So there's something going on with that number. Okay, I don't know why. Sorry, I can't tell you why. But already you can see shit happens. Oh, you're filming me again. Swearing everywhere, right? Stuff happens.
He didn't say shit.
That was my correction.
Yeah.
Stuff happens and you have to deal with it. From the experimental protocol, we've done a pilot study really, and what we'll then say is something's a problem, or that really is true. You really worked hard out there. I'm not sure if I believe that. But let's take these numbers down and we'll look at the numbers regardless of what they say, and we'll analyse them as a team. And then we'll say, based on these numbers, you need this as a training program. Okay, so we'll do the double leg stuff first, then a single leg, then the layup. Okay? So I think you can take all that off now. Get your manuals out and I'll throw the numbers at you.